It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we've got Pat Surtain, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Dolphins and the Jets coming up next.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 16 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. The Dolphins at 7-3 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Zach Wilson and the Jets offense about ready to take over once again. And he's had a hard time avoiding the interceptions of late. A couple last week, a couple more so far in this one. See if he can do better here as they start with a 1st down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Perez. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Wilson on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw is Wilson. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hall again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Waddle, complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Holding, offense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, throw left side, complete to Tony. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On the draw, it's Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Ingold, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he powers his way up past the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 31, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Throwing left side, it's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Down to the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and goal, Wilson flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile,
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball again on second down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Alec Ingold
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, they'll throw.
Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. After the interception, here's Wilson.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Hall again on second down.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run with Hunt. They juked him. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak.
Ball has it knocked loose.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second and 5. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 22. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Hall again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. 1:35 to go. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good as they've got it with a 1st down. He's back to throw. Able to find Kmet. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Finding Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Dolphins, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.